Hello. It's another episode of Youff Sportz and I'm Mbili. Of course, Namhlanje, I have one of my favorites. Of course, she's back.
I'm back.
Xolile Jnr. And I know she's having some beef with Gift because Chelsea. And then we have a big talker there in the comment sections on our YouTube page. Kevin's always coming through and we're like, you know what, today come in studio and let's have this face to face.
Yeah,
because
must open the true pass.
Of course,
put
and
people in.
Remember, what's now again? If you do want to be in studio and you do want to be a part of Youth Sports, you can just holler at us and ungazithola nawe usuhleli nathi. Niyaphila?
I'm good. Hope. I'm hopeful today. The last time I was here, we were hopeless. Yeah, I can't say the same about certain teams, but yeah, good, and it's always great to be here.
You know what? Let's start it over there by the rugby. I know that there's a new Rugby Cup that's happening. I don't know if I should say segregation all the way, because that's how it feels. But for umuntu who doesn't know what the new Rugby Cup is, how would you maybe just explain that to him?
Yeah, well, it's the Rainbow Cup SA Njengamanje, as we call it, but before it was supposed to be a new version of Pro 14, which was going to be extended to South African teams, inviting the Lions, the Sharks, Stormers, and the Bulls to join teams from the Northern Hemisphere, which was going to be very great for our teams, looking good to Sodlala against the British and Irish Lions later this year as the Springboks.
Yeah.
So it was going to be a good experience for them to play as AMA clubs.
Finally,
Yeah, exactly. We're so used to playing in the Southern Hemisphere, Super Rugby against Australian and New Zealand teams. But so this is where we're at right now.
So why the big change? I mean, we know we've got a pandemic, but if you look at even all of the other sports that, we've been playing, why now all of a sudden no my team Lawa 4 that you've mentioned, the Stormers, the Lions, and of course the Sharks.
And the
other blue team there.
Yeah.
And here we are now, we're expected, and I know there's also some few rule changes that have come along. We're not gonna see our team traveling. How does this impact even just like the self-esteem of these 4 teams in South Africa?
Well, personally on my side, I don't like the look of it.
Dog.
It's
segregation all over again.
It's segregation, it's exclusion, or like, it just reminds you of the days back then, like it's like so many, like black people weren't allowed to participate. Yeah, but then I don't think it's not cool, but then I like that, like, we're not gonna stop on their accord. So seems like our rugby teams are also going to be progressing and playing as well.
Yeah, well, at least Sazodlala Okay, the thing here is, getting game time, because since last year, I'm a Proteas, I'm a Springboks, our Dali, right?
Yeah.
And we've had these little tournaments, like South Africa, Super Rugby Unlocked, and we also had the Carabao Cup, a different version of it. And so, at all, looking at a national team, which you have to pick players, to play at the end of the day, which will lie in August when the Lions get here. So, yeah, it's not ideal. Would have loved to play against, Lamayama team. But if we're the derbies are still, good games of rugby. We always look forward to see Stormers playing against the Sharks, Lions, Bulls, and, all those mixes that you're going to get. So we'll have 6 weeks of proper rugby action.
And it starts off hectic. What's the first game again? It's Sharks against
Stormers
the Stormers. So I was like, what? It comes in with the bang.
Yeah.
So, okay, cool.
I think it's a derby, So, yeah.
I'm not happy with it, but we'll see how things go. And I just hope that as time goes on, take it seriously in other countries, because that's my thing, is that we're even talking about maybe, for example, India, and there's so many other countries as corner that are doing just as bad, but inside.
Yeah.
True.
No, well, I should go see, even though SA Rugby did say they tried different, options. Ukuthi bio bubble, going there and being based in one place. Yabokona UK for a long time. Bahlalu quarantine and then being
quarantining before going
and
on
then
to
being
play.
in a bubble to ensure ukuthi team clean, but ngabazoba thathile option. So it's fine. We'll do our own thing. And at the end of the day, the Springboks, will have to perform when it comes to the Lions and also end of year tour when we travel to Europe.
Should be interesting.
Yeah, and another thing is like I want them to see that why did we win the World Cup? They should see how good our rugby players are.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking forward for.
World Cup gave me chills. Something else that's not making, a whole lot of sense for me personally is the mayhem that's happening there by the cricket South Africa, because
Drama,
it's not every
drama,
day that
drama.
you have the minister come in and evoke certain powers that he can use. But what does this mean? So the Proteas are no longer our national team, or they are stripped of their rights as being. What does this all mean?
Yeah, well, they were going to, because what the minister announced last week was his intention, to use his powers in terms of Section 13.2, to evoke the rights of Cricket South Africa, in fact, to look into the matters of Cricket South Africa as the government, which was automatically going to disqualify CSA from the ICC because, one of the major,
as a broadcaster
clauses
and losing sponsorships
is you have to be, free from government intervention. So now the biggest problem here is this thing is not new. It's from a report that was done in 2012. We're in 2021 now.
Yep.
So
the mix of the numbers, just the two and one swapped around.
So now there were certain things that Cricket South Africa was supposed to implement, and they did, implement some of them along the way. But now the last part was, making sure that in terms of the Cricket South Africa board, they have to have a majority of independent people. So that was the Members Council. And then actually they agreed to go to know sizoyivotela lento rights, but when it came to voting, but let's make it a secret ballot.
5-3 or what was?
Yeah, and some of them didn't vote. So they said, let's make it a secret ballot. So why? Because we've already agreed to this. It's just a formality. But no, as it turns out, they want to change their minds. But the minister came out and just said, I'm not having this anymore. And if you do not follow through with what we agreed to, I'm changing this whole thing. But we saw yesterday they had another meeting, and then they said, okay, we'll do the right thing, Manje. And that's all that we want to see, because we don't want to lose the Proteas as much as they're struggling.
What was that going to mean for the team? Because I know, does that still mean bazokwazi ukuthi bayolokhuza T20 at the later on the year? Because or what does that change for Proteas as like the men that are going to actively go out and play? Can we still do that? What does this mean?
Yeah, well, now they said they'll sign the agreement within the next 48 hours. So it means by Friday. They should. If they don't, then you can say goodbye to CSA and the Proteas for now. But I think they will. They've already said they will. So
that's so crazy.
The
fact that was even an option for us to lose CSA or lose the Proteas, or for them to not even be able to broadcast and not be. It baffles my mind that so many abantu banalo power ukuthi bashintshe kanjalo. Do you feel as if the minister or Babu Mthethwa was maybe out of line or uhambe overboard ukuthi basabise ngale ndlela?
I wouldn't say that, because this thing has been coming since 2012. So he's actually been very, very lenient with Cricket South Africa, including when the board was changed and an interim board was put in place. There was a lot of resistance then, but even then, it was, resolve these issues before I have to interfere. So he's been patient, and I think it was time for
the big men came to the scene, eh?
Yeah. So what I can say is at least it looks like the issue is resolved. So from next week, I think everything will be back to normal, and we can focus on the actual team and their poor performance and the coach.
what do you think needs to be done, Epi? I mean, like results from Pakistan still.
It's pretty rough from my understanding. From my understanding, I think this step or this move was pretty drastic from the minister. But then, like in terms of how administration of how you gotta run it, so to me, like that's how where you gotta put your politics and that's where your whole diplomacy. So it seems like the minister ran out of patience. Like enough.
But like what he's saying,
it doesn't look good
it's
though.
It's been a problem since 2012, and I think you need to also get to the understanding of Uguti, like what you were saying. You can't not be independent as people who are members of Ibodi and
Totally.
as people who because now you have even this leniency of being foot in, foot out and taking politics outside and including it in the CSA, whereas fanele kube straight for me, like I don't understand why it took so long and why it even had to be like this list steps of no, now you have to, otherwise you're losing your rights and you're losing your sponsorships.
Yeah, it didn't make sense because this is like normal governance issues when it comes to running,
A certain
corporations, and things. So it was just a matter of we want people to oversee the process, but like I said,
Corruption. One word.
and we can focus on the team because I feel like while all of this was going on, we lost focus on the actual thing that there's a coach who has played series out 11 and Omar
That's
lost
true.
I think out 8, and that's something
was
that we
looking
need
bad.
to talk about now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's bring it back to football. Not a lot happened this past weekend. I mean, it's just that KAIZER Chiefs beat Sundowns, but it wasn't anything big. It was just like,
Yeah.
So we're not going to make a big hoo-ha about it. Because
That is surrounding me right now.
No.
Please.
I don't feel like we need to be all over your
KAIZER
face.
Chiefs
though.
Just like,
the unbeaten
guys,
Mamelodi Sundowns.
just speak about uyazi usijabulile. So
Yeah.
just before ngize because I'm independent when it comes to this
We've
issue.
restored order
But-
onto
we don't
the
even have
league.
to talk about it. Like, it's not something we can just brush it under the carpet because it's not that serious. It's just a win, another win.
Yeah, that's true. Like, it is a big win. Hopefully, with this win, KAIZER Chiefs might use that for their next games and probably hold on to the momentum and then get more wins than draws and losses, and change our path. Well, while we're gonna conclude the league. So big up, and this was a huge humble pie for Sundowns to show them.
Fucking knife.
Uguti, life is not a freeway.
Wow.
Yeah, we've got potholes in this life, so they must know first defeat.
I mean,
Yeah, and I'm happy about that. Yeah, I'm totally happy.
like I said, I'm not making a big deal about it, but let me hear your thoughts on
Yeah,
it.
no,
Kelly.
I am definitely making a big deal about it, and for different reasons. One, for KAIZER Chiefs, it was a good result for them, confidence boost, getting back to the top 8. But it was more of a good result for the rest of the teams in the league. It's Sundowns we still for a very long time without losing. So when in the league at least, so when that happens, the other teams now, my teams, they would go into the game and they would match Sundowns, but somehow are we gonna do this? So now we So Manchester
So
they are
once
not
khona
exactly,
it
but
becomes
and
easy.
also. When you look at now Sundowns' last 3 games, right, in all competitions, they have a loss to TTM in the Nedbank
Consistent.
Cup. They have
And
a
KAIZER
draw
Chiefs.
against Amazulu, and they have this loss to KAIZER Chiefs. So three games without a win now. So now I think Nabo bacabanga ngenye indlela. I will use an example of a team like Liverpool who went for many games unbeaten at Anfield, and then they lost one, and then that one just started a train of losses at home. So who knows
Even
how
Fulham
this
had to
maybe
beat
they
you
need
guys.
vibrations. What was that about vibration?
guys, can I finish about Sundowns? I'm just saying this result is definitely going to plant a seed of doubt. Guyana is Sundowns, and it's also going to give a belief to the other teams that they're going to play against. Because you know what, so That's Ngayenza and I believe that's going to be good for the league because I didn't want with Sundowns to win the league with like 5 games to spare.
Yep.
So I think let's just keep things alive. Sibone with Zulu, if they can shake things up.
Yeah, in
They
Sundowns
are already.
Yeah, I feel like Sundowns is gonna wake up angry in their next game, and they're gonna fight, gonna prove there was just one slip up on the road, and then. Because like we know the quality and the depth of the team, like Sundowns is that good. Because when I watched Sundowns beating Pirates, I was clapping hands because I'm a KAIZER Chiefs and I was like, come on, like this is football brilliance, And I was like, go on Sundowns, like I'm not even hating, I'm just applauding all the way.
I agree with you. I think it could go either way. It could be a confidence
Booster.
loss, or would see it's Xolile and we're now starting to doubt ourselves. Or it could be like, if these people, we know who we are and come back strong.
Yeah, I'm looking at the next 3 games coming up for Sundowns. They've got Arrows on Wednesday. Never an easy team for them. I think they drew earlier this season.
Yeah.
So, and then they've got Pirates. As much as, 4-1, it's still fresh in the memories. But like, as you mentioned, for Pirates, that's not a game that they're going to take lightly. Because, Bashango 4-1, we cup. So they will definitely,
Revenge.
Yeah, come there for revenge and Lisije pride, where it is. And then after that, I think they have Maritzburg United fighting against relegation. And generally, they're doing much better these days.
Oh man!
So
I call him respect.
So
man.
yeah,
they're representing the province. Nah, man. Hey.
All right, taking it away from Sada and maybe just like congratulating Manchester City for their win also in the Carabao Cup.
We should call it the Manchester City
The Manchester City Cup, because since 2018,
4 times in a row.
2018, 19, 22.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Pep is onto something, and he should distribute whatever he's doing, but whatever he's doing is doing a good job there, so he should keep it up. Do
you want to give Manchester City, or also even just like look at Tottenham and maybe look at the environment that they're in right now and the solidity and just what's happening there? I mean, we're sacking Jose, and I know he hasn't been performing, but also that there's a Carabao Cup coming up. Why do you do that maybe 2 weeks or a week before that? Yeah. Does that make sense? Did it make sense to do that?
No, it didn't make sense to me at all. I mean, I would have thought they might as well keep him until the end of the season. But with the new coach, but what went on there, and we all know the kind of person that Jose is. If he says, I'm done, or whoever fired the first shot. So I think it's okay, we cannot even wait for a final, and I do believe that had an impact on the team and how they performed. They did keep it a 0-0 for a long time, and at that point I thought, it might be their lucky day. But it wasn't to be. At least Chelsea, missing Man City in that other cup. Otherwise, they would still be on for a quadruple. So now they're going for the treble. Yeah. Let's see if they can pull it off.
Yeah. So I found it really odd that Tottenham just sacked Jose Mourinho. And one thing, Mourinho and his track record, cup finals, he wins them.
Yes.
He wins them. Like, he certainly wins them. And I don't know what Tottenham were thinking. But like clearly it wasn't working. Maybe like they were trying to prove a point, but it did not work. So congratulations to Man City.
Again,
quality. Yeah. And as an Arsenal fan, to see Tottenham without a trophy. And I like that. No, I'm a proud fan. I'm a proud fan. So for them to see them trophyless, and remember, guys, like this. From my opinion, I think this is the best Tottenham side ever, and like they just couldn't win one cup. So goodbye Harry Kane, probably, or goodbye Heung-min Son. So it's gonna look bad.
Teams can fall. Arsenal went from being a team that plays in cup finals and wins cup finals.
Hey,
now
Europa
they're
League
a
is
team
ours.
that celebrates Spurs not winning. Wow.
It's the rivalry.
Wow.
It's the rivalry.
It's all right. It's all right. It's fine.
It's a rivalry, eh?
You know what?
It's fun. It's very competitive for us. So, yeah.
Let's go straight to my favorite game. Let's get some shots out of here and let's play. You ready?
Well, I'm wondering what you have in store for us.
It's gonna be an interesting one because.
But let's go.
Like I switched it up.
I don't think I'm going to be ready.
Let's do it. All right, so it's pretty simple. You do know how to play this game. We both have one pass each. And if you do not understand the question that you are asked, you will either use your pass or you will have to drink down. We've got some Red Bull and some Jaeger. So, but I
Let's see.
You are human.
How many we'll need?
So, Untlaga namhlanje did things a little bit differently. Uthi angeza nibuze imibuzo about sports.
I want to disclose I already hate Nhlaga as it is. So, okay. So you can go on.
But
It's not sports. Wow.
he's asking sport riddles.
Riddles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I don't know if you're ready. Let me start with you, Kevin. So, riddle number 1.
Oh no.
I am a ball that rolls but can't bounce or be thrown. What am I?
A bowling ball.
Nice try, but you are an eyeball. Get it? You can't.
That
I thought
is
this was a sports show.
Moving
That's
right
nasty.
along. Please drink up. Thank you so much.
You know, that was actually a very good answer.
It was a very good answer, but it says
Eyeball.
can't be thrown,
Oh.
and
yeah.
you throw.
Damn, man.
But it's
So
like
it was good.
rolling it. They don't throw it.
You throw and then it rolls. Junior.
Okay, so it's technical.
Your question, ke, Sisi. The soccer player James touches the ball with his hands, but he's not given any penalty. Really?
I feel like there was an easy
He's a
question, eh?
goalkeeper.
He is a goal.
Jeez, I got a good one. Thank you, Tlaga.
You've got a fave, Nhlaga.
All right, back to you, Kev. I am used in most sports. I have 4 holes and a state shared my name. What am I?
Pass.
Okay.
Listen, Kev,
Most
I think you
sports,
can
yeah.
get this.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think you
trying
can
to
get this.
think.
Okay,
4
so
holes.
listen. I'm used in most sports.
Yeah.
I have 4 holes. And there is an American state
Which is
that shares my name.
yeah.
What am I?
Most sports.
You thought this was going to be easy, eh?
No, I
the last
didn't.
one. So the last clue for me is
Yeah, I know, but now
I'm in an American state.
I have to start thinking about American states now. Sure.
What am I?
Please let me just take a
Okay,
shot. I feel
take
like
a
if I had
shot.
more time.
If you had more
I'd
time,
figure
I'm
it out.
giving you time. Like, what you
But
mean?
I'm like 84 years later.
Okay, please have your shot.
But I feel like it's something that, okay, after I've taken my shot.
Say it.
Wait,
You
then
feel like
you can give me a clue after I've taken a shot anyway, because I've already surrendered. But I feel like it's something that do I have to take the whole thing?
no, you don't. You can take as much as
How
you can.
nje mina.
Uyiminyile wayiqeda. Me, there's another one for you. Okay, so
I think clearer now.
I have 4 holes.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
Oh,
and 4. I'm a
Jersey.
New Jersey. Hey. You tried though. Okay.
that's so lame though.
Yay. Easy, very corny, eh?
Okay, Kevin.
Yes.
People always step on me.
Oh wait, it's my question. Yeah.
Oh, it's not Kevin. It's
Yeah.
it's Xolile. Thank you,
me.
Xolile.
Thank you,
Okay.
Polly.
So people always step on me and cover me in dirt. Yet many times people come running back to me when they are in trouble. What am I?
Post
I would think that maybe a base. Is it? Okay. Okay. At least.
Hey.
1 point. What?
What is it? 2-0 now, huh?
It's 1-0.
Yeah, it's one.
Oh,
It's 1-0.
okay.
Okay, this is
Oh no, it's two. I got the keeper one.
the keeper. Yes, 2. It's 2. Okay, thank you so much.
Right.
This is you're not gonna get this one, but anyway.
Oh.
Wow.
I'm
Writing me
sorry.
off already. You're writing me off.
All right. So when two people are separated by a web and hate to have love, what are they called?
Can you please repeat the question again?
It's actually a really simple
okay.
one.
I think
So
I
two
get
people
Yes.
separated by a web,
It. Yeah, I get it.
they hate to have
Yeah.
love. What are
Good
they
thing
called?
you can't pass no more.
What are they called? I can hear you.
I'm taking a shot. guys.
Come on, love.
Love.
Where?
But when you hate
Between
love,
two people.
and you hate to have
love?
love.
What is it? Is it consensual sex? No. No, I don't know. Whatever it is. I admit my defeat.
Please answer.
Sports related. My G. What kind of sports are you playing? Okay, I think those are tennis players.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. There's a web, so that's the net, and the love.
know,
of
you don't
course,
wanna
is
have
a
zero.
No ways I was gonna get that right, man.
You don't watch tennis.
Okay, this one is for you. How many questions have I asked you? Okay, but let's go.
Yeah, I think it's the last one. How many do you have? I don't know.
All right, we're fine little things that you use all the time, and you'll find all of us in a tennis court.
Tennis
So it's
court.
about 5. Nisebenzisa every day, and uzosithola kwi tennis court. A tennis court.
5.
There's 5 of us. You use us every day. You're using them right now. And you will find all 5 of us in a tennis court.
I think I have an idea, but I might be wrong.
Okay, good thing I have a pass, so I'm passing it to you.
You should have kept quiet, though. You should have kept quiet. So,
Okay, I'm wrong, but like, is it a tennis racket?
you are definitely wrong. Please drink up because you're looking for vowels. A, E, I, O, U. You find all 5 of them in a tennis court, and you use them every day. There's one last question for you, Kevs.
Wow.
And that's because you out of stuff to drink.
No, there's still one. There's still one.
There's
Yeah,
still one.
there's
Okay.
still one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Might be crawling out of here. But
Hey, I'm strong.
I swing around on sticks and use them for my tricks. A white powder helps me to my grip, and people cheer when I flip. What am I?
Is it skiing?
Okay. I swing around sticks.
yeah.
Sing
I
around
use the
sticks.
sticks for my tricks, and white powder helps me grip. What am I? I'm giving you one last chance.
One last.
Eish, nah, man. I'm not gonna get this one right.
Do you watch the Olympics? Do you ever watch the Olympics?
Sticks.
Hey, it's
powder,
been a time though. It's been a time.
Powder
so-
helps me grip. It's a
Gymnast, I guess.
gymnast. Thank you so much. You have
Okay, but good
lost
things.
dismally.
Olympics are coming up, so please tune in.
Dismally. But you know, when Ulekaya, you don't leave a loser.
I must come back
Yeah,
to seek redemption for myself.
but also this was the first time we played this game, so I
This
don't
is
know
the
what we
first
were
time.
expecting,
And
but I wasn't
think, like,
expecting
Kevin,
that
thank
for
you so
sure.
much. There you go.
Thank
the
you,
biggest
Taya.
loser to ever come on the show. We love you so much, Kev. Thank you.
That
And
is not
our
nice.
winner with 3 points.
Yeah, the two,
Those
whatever.
two.
Those are two. Yeah, 2.
She is Xolile. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
You always trash them whenever you
I
come
suspect
here. So.
Xolile Nai was in there writing them questions down.
No
No, she's
ways.
good. She
But,
knows her
you know,
stuff. Thank you so much.
Got
for
lucky
coming,
with the
Kev.
first one, and then the other ones I was sort of starting to get,
The hang
what's
of
going
it.
on here.
Well, credit to you. Credit to you. Eh?
Thank you so
Cheers.
much, guys. We absolutely love having you here. Hope to have you again soon. It's Youth Sports with a Z on all social media platforms. Please follow us on YouTube, subscribe, and share to your friends as well. Wutiguna episode amaningi afigile, and of course join our Premier League Fantasy League. The number and the code is on screen. Otherwise, we're back again next week with another episode.
Yes, next week.
Boom.
Chakalaka.
Boom, shakalaka.
Arsenal supporters, what are you guys doing?
Wrestling.
Fighting for Europe.